Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about the basic medical information making a big difference. Today we are going to deviate a bit and get to know how my typical day as a farm tech looks like. Yes, we have been talking about the medical information, and we shall be talking more about that. But today, let's get to know what happens behind the curtains, all behind the camera. And if today is your first time to come across this channel, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first one to get notified each and every time I upload a new video. And my name is Rebecca Morangi, and this is the best place to be. Yes, now my typical day as a farm tech, that is my personal day-to-day activities. First thing, when I wake up in the morning, I have to connect with my maker. That means I have to talk to my God through reading His Word and meditating about His Word first thing in the morning. And I thank God by doing that, it actually gives me that connection to our Maker. And I believe it is a wish to each and everyone to connect with the Maker. It doesn't matter at what time, but for me, it's the first thing in the morning. From there, I take some time again. I like reading health books, things to do with our health. Take some time, do some work about my health, of which again has really contributed to my life and also to this channel also. Next, from there, I do what I call the basic truth. What is the basic truth as per me? The basic truth is exercise. The reason as why I call it the basic truth, there is nowhere in your life or in somebody's health you can miss a point to do with exercising. Just look at yourself. Maybe you go to a hospital, and then apart from the prescription you have been given, the medication, at one point you are told to do some exercise. Now, I do that majorly by either doing aerobic exercise or anaerobic exercise. And when I talk about this, there is a video I did previously. Kindly go back and get to know what happens when you exercise. What happens to your body parts when you do exercise? So aerobic means, for me, I jog around at least for 30 minutes. And I've tried to make it a lifestyle. Some things, if you don't make them a lifestyle, they cannot actually work for us. So I can decide to jog for at least 30 minutes or less. Where do I jog? Get out from where I stay when it's at least there is some light, not dark as such. around 6:30, jog around, and then come back after 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how fast I do it. But if I don't go for that jogging or walking, I like doing some aerobics, an aerobic exercise. How do I do this? Sometimes I lift heavy weights. You can check maybe on my video. I've tried to do this, especially on my shorts, my YouTube shorts, to build actually the muscles, the body muscles. Many of the people who do this, they're anaerobic, maybe they want to build their body muscles. It's also good for your health. Those who run around like the athletes, actually you get to keep yourself fit. So there is no way. There are those who do exercise to lose weight because of their health issues. So you can do that. All you do that to keep fit. So from the basic truth, that is for around 30 minutes, I come back, shower or take a bath, and then prepare my breakfast, take my breakfast. From there, I'm off to work. Now, as an individual, actually, remember I told you I am a farm tech, and most of my time in my profession I've been doing what we call majorly drug dispensing. But before maybe we go that, how does the duties now come up? One thing, when I get to work, after doing maybe saying hi to the rest, I have to do what we call, now we are at the pharmacy section. I do what we call, we dust, maybe we do dusting and then check whether there is some drugs maybe which need to be checked out, especially the expiry date. So as I do that dusting, I check the expiry dates. If there are those which are approaching or nearing expiry, we get to know how to go about it, or to liaise with the doctors to notify them to maybe to prescribe before they get to the expiry date, depending on the type of maybe indications which come around. Now, I do dusting, and then there is what we call making orders. That is one of the activity again. Yes, at the pharmacy section, we dispense drugs. So when we have what we call, maybe we have to make orders. We have to reorder the what we call the reorder levels. Maybe you had 2 bottles of paracetamol. Maybe you most of the time you want them to be around 10. So you have to order some more so that you don't run out of stocks. So that is another activity. From there, when we make orders, maybe as the day goes by, we receive those orders. We check whether what we ordered is what we have received. We counter check. After that, we have to keep records for these medications, maybe putting them in the system so that you'll be able to sell, and also you get to keep the records, get to know how much you even owe your suppliers. That is one of the activity. So another activity, actually, what we most do is we call the patients. What do I need? Or what do I mean here? Most of the time, personally, I deal with patients or clients who use corporate or the insurance. Mostly there are those who come and the medication they use, depending with the condition, maybe it's not available as per that time. What do? I have to order for them, get the phone number of the patient. When I receive the medication, the right medication, maybe in the following day. Have to call the patient to come for the medication. If maybe it's a new product we have never sold again, we have to source for that product, and then you call the patient. Alongside that, we can advise wherever maybe we don't get to meet the requirements of the patient, we have to advise where necessary. And it means again, as we do what we call dispensing again, you get to liaise with the insurance. If there is something which needs to be clarified, we get clarification before we dispense the medication. That is when it comes to now calling the patients to come for the medication, maybe on the later dates. That one actually is not enough. We have talked about now dispensing. Dispensing, it's actually a wide area or range. What do I mean? Dispensing, when you go to a hospital or in a pharmacy setting, this is the time when you give a prescription to the pharmacy attendant, and then the prescription processing, where it means they have to interpret the information, get the right medication, label the medication, and then dispense or give the medication to the patient with the correct information. That is what I call dispensing. So it's a complex process. Receive the prescription, interpret, get the correct dosage. If it needs to be maybe calculated, if it's a pediatric prescription, you do the calculation, get the right dosage, and then prepare the medication if there are those which needs to be prepared, and then label the medication, issue the medication to the patient with the correct information. And actually, there is a video I did about the importance of medication or the information in regard to the medications we take. You can go back to my channel. One of the videos you can click and get to learn more on what you're supposed to know about the patient medication. Actually, there is again what we call, there is a special day, before I forget. In our day-to-day activity, have a special day where we get medical representatives, we call them drug reps. They come from different companies marketing different products. And as I said, there is a video again actually I did on how to differentiate some medications. And in the present world, technology is actually on a high, it's high tech. New medicines are coming up. There is a lot of research which is being done. So the products which were used long time ago, they are not the ones which you use in the present world. So this day, we receive these people, or med reps or medical reps, they get to present their products. They have to talk to the prescribers, those are the doctors, and then they also have to come to the pharmacy to check out whatever they have maybe talked to, any new product they have talked to the prescribers, whether we have it or we stock it at the pharmacy. So we get to learn more about these new products. So it's a big shout out to you, MedReps, and thank you so much for the good work. You keep it up, because actually you can't go to class each and every time to learn about a new product. So that is how we get this information. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. So that is one of the activity which actually I do as I get along in my day-to-day activity. And what I like most, actually, this is where we interact at the pharmacy with the patient. Why do I say this? This is where now even the patient, him or herself, can break down and tell you personal, maybe the personal life, the personal journey about a certain condition, which is normal and which should be kept actually confidential as per the regulations, healthy regulations. And I remember actually there's a time I did video about the do's and don'ts of a farm tech. So when we give this information, we don't disclose it. That is personal. When it's too private, you have to keep it. So they break down. They have to tell you, this is what I've been taking, this is what I've been doing, what is supposed to be done. And in the process, you get to learn that there is some information which is not outside there. And many times, if not everybody is learned who can go to books and read, we are supposed to give this information out. If we have time, we give it out. And most of the time when we are too busy, you can't actually give it out. That is actually what even made me to open this channel. Yes, I can't reach many people, but at least there is one or two who can get this information. So the information about our health, it's key. Actually, that is why even the channel itself, my channel talks about the basic medical information. There are some things we assume that people know outside there, but actually they don't even know. Even as an individual, there are things I come across each and every day. I get to learn, of which maybe some 2 or 3 years ago, I was totally green about it. So the medical information or this, it's wide. So giving medical information is very good because it really helps somebody to get to know what to do as per maybe the dispensed medication. So actually, as I've given actually the breakdown of what comes up, especially when I get to work, the activities I do, which actually climax at the end of the day, because here at workplace is where personally I spend a lot of time, apart from what I maybe spend in my house or at home. So those are the major points actually which I do as an individual or as a farm tech. So behind the curtains, all behind the camera, that is what I do as a farm tech. Among the many things, those are the simple things you get to do, or those are the day-to-day activities. I know outside there, we have my colleagues, there who are farm techs, who have specialized in different areas. Maybe they work in an industry, they work as med reps, it's wide. So I know they have their story also. So as an individual, that is what I do in a day-to-day activity. And actually that is why I've said this channel is actually giving out information, the basics. Yes, it might be complicated sometimes, but we get to know what actually we are taking. Medications, these are pure, we call them poisons. So we don't get the correct information, the right instructions, at the end of the day we'll mess up with the patient, which is a wrong thing. So up to this level, I believe you have gotten what I do as an individual, and I pray God to give me time and this spirit to continue doing what I do to serve the nation. And that is my passion, and I love it. Thank you so much. And kindly, if this is your first time to be on this channel, kindly don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, kindly give it a like. And if there is something you like me to know, communicate with me down below at the comment section so that I get to know what you think about this channel. And if there is something you could like, maybe from the videos I've done, somebody to get to know, kindly get to share a channel or get to share this link on either of the videos. Share the link with your friends so that they get to know something or to learn something new. I love your company and I don't take it for granted. Actually, you mean a lot to me. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you so much for those who are keeping me on track. Those who always check on me to tell me, hey Becky, today you have not seen something coming up. Thank you so much. I don't take it for granted. And may the good Lord be with you. Thank you. Bye bye, and see you in the next video.